All right, good solid game for us. My guy right here, John Lovett, 13 carries, 95 yards. We rushed for 164 yards. I thought that was really the key of the ball game. And then when we had to keep the ball at the end of the game, we did that too. So, you got to finish games. And I thought we did a good job of that also. So we had 2 minutes and 3 seconds left, and so you can throw the ball there, but you need to throw it deep. We didn't. We tried to throw a back shoulder. I mean, you just throw it deep and make it, or go to the 2-minute warning, and we didn't execute that well. But we were 10 points ahead at the time, and our defense played a really solid game. So keeping them out of the end zone, especially at the end of the ball game. So also our special teams blocked a field goal, and that was a key point in the game also. So we made mistakes, but we also got things that we could correct, and 350 yards on offense is pretty good against a solid defense like they had. But especially the running game was really the key for us. And Ellison and Lovett both had big games. Morgan Ellison had 7 carries for 85 yards. So that was the difference in the ball game, in my opinion. Just solid old. Anytime you win by 10 points in this league, it's a big victory. We got a lot of teams with. And I know, Arlington's gone through it, but I mean they lost three games by a total of 10 points. So, I thought we played well enough to win, and we did. So I'm pleased with that. We made mistakes. We're going to correct those, but it's good to be 4-1 at this point in half the season.
This is Alan from the Alan Alfred Sportsbook Show. This question is for both. It really did, as you mentioned, you alluded that the running game really got off. Were you a bit surprised, both of you, that you were so effective with the run against this team?
No, we've got really good running backs, and John's been solid the whole year, and we felt like we could run the football against them. It was good blocking by the line. He'll tell you there were some good holes in there, but he made some really great runs. And, both of them did.
It's kind of hard not to thrive in offense. With the offensive line as good as we have, it's kind of hard not to have 95 yards.
So to that point, when you were going through this game, it almost felt like you guys were dominating more than the 10 points ended. Did it feel like you were in control of this game?
We were in control of the game overall, we felt like, but still, these games, football, it can go either way. Like I say, the blocked field goal really made a big difference in the game. But us going out and scoring and getting ahead in the second half, and then being ahead by 10 points is, you have to be more than 9 in this league. So getting that 10-point cushion put them in more of a desperation. They had to have 2 scores late in the game there, and it's kind of hard to do against our defense and our rush.
Kelvin Cayley, BCP Plus. Coach, what adjustments did you make in the second half? Because it seemed like a totally different ball game from the first half.
I don't know if it's totally different. I still thought we were in control of the first half, but that's what our coaches do. That's what we do. That's what your job is, not just to coach them during the week, but especially during the halftime to make adjustments that need to be made. And our both offense and defense staffs both did a great job at halftime, getting the players to realize that there were things that we could take advantage of, and we did that.
Coach Anthony Miller, Fan Nation Sports Illustrated. This is a team that's had a lot of injuries from your starting quarterback being on the IR. You've had 3 offensive linemen be on the IR. You didn't have Wyatt Ray. You didn't have Anthony McFarland Jr. What can you say about your team that you've been able to still be 4-1 despite all the injuries that's been piling up for the team?
We've got a lot of good players. We really do. Mark Littlebridge, our GM, has found some guys that when we got some people hurt, we got kind of off the street, but we're ready to play. And then, but it's really the players. I mean, we've got guys. We had two quarterbacks that were good enough to start. One of them played really well and got hurt, and now Normandy's playing. But it's the same as a lot of positions we have. We have guys that were good enough to start. The other guy played, but they also played. When somebody got hurt, we had somebody to play. So it's the players' talent, really. This one right here too. He sacked him. What? You sacked him first series, second series?
First series.
Yeah, first series of the game. Yeah, and he was banged up going into the game and worked really hard. And Delante's a really good player. We have an outstanding rush, and he's a big part of that. Tell him how you did it there, Delante. We'll just talk about the defense overall.
All right. Defense overall, I feel like we did a good job, especially in the run game. Getting them to second and long pretty often. Secondary was doing their job, and the rush was we was all on the same page. Getting to the quarterback, trying to keep him in the pocket or flush him to a side. Interior was rushing good. The ends was getting to the edge, and linebackers, safeties was covering. So overall, it was a good day, and we stayed with the fight. Every time they scored, we was ready to bounce back, getting the boys off the field, locked in every drive. Like Coach said, there's a lot of talented players on this team, starting first or second group, however you want to put it. We all ready to ball.
Coach, I have some questions from Greg Luca in San Antonio. First question, what were the keys to getting out to such a strong start, scoring on the first three drives with a 15-3 lead?
Yeah, I mean, we've scored on the first drive several times this year. A couple times when we played in San Antonio too. So, I was surprised they deferred and gave us the ball first, which, this league's a little bit different than the NFL, which NFL teams all do that. But I believe if you get the ball first, because you don't have the ball that many times in this league, you get a chance to get on top early. So, but it worked out for us.
For John, what were the reasons the running game got going at such a high level today?
We all just gelled on the same page today. Everyone was on the same page, like previous weeks as well. But today, we had a lot of opportunity on the field, and the O-line created tremendous lanes for us to run through, and it was a fun day out there with them boys.
For Coach Delante, what had to happen for the team to settle down and secure the win after Arlington hit some big plays and tied the game?
Just the next play mentality. A lot of things going to go out there on the field can happen. That's out of our control. We control what we control and stay ready for the next play. Make sure we bring it every snap, play after play.
Coach, just what had to happen for the team to settle down and secure the win?
This team can turn it on at any time. We've seen it, and once they get together, it's a tough game. You're playing teams that are good teams too and good players, but our team has a way of turning it on. At certain times, not overpower, but outplay the other team, and we've done that most of our games.
Last question for Delante. Just kind of talk about the 4th and 1 stop near the end. It was pretty critical.
Man, I love 4th and 1 stops. It's demoralizing for the offense, and offense could come out there on a turnover on downs and get a chance to march down the field. 4th and 1 stops are like sacks to me. So every time we get those, we celebrate them because it's a turnover essentially, and we want to get the offense the ball as much as possible. And that's our plan every series we go out there. 3 and out, 4 and out, as long as we out, get the boys off the field. Mm-hmm. So John Lovett and them keep running just like that and get us out the stadium.
Yeah, our defense, they were 3 for 14 on third down. They were 54% going into the game on third downs, Arlington was, and they were 3 for 14 in this game, and plus we stopped them twice on fourth down. So the key downs, and we really worked hard on third downs this week, and it showed in the game.
I guess, Coach, you can answer this as well as John. Can you talk about A.J. Smith and his contribution to this team? He seemed like a very dynamic, young, good offensive coordinator.
Yeah,
Talk about his contribution.
I think he's shown it too. I mean, you think of air raid and you think of only passing, but we ran for 164 yards. So, he utilized the players' talent. Doesn't matter which offense you're running. It's utilizing the talent you have on the field and the players you have, and he does a great job of that.
Yeah, to piggyback off what Coach says, he really knows how to call plays pretty good. He gets the balls in the playmaker's hands. Like, no matter what it is, he finds a way to get the ball in the playmaker's hands for us to go put up points. That's what AJ is good at, scheming up defense.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, fellas.